to see in 2019 is in 2017 and 2018 we very much had the march of the serviced office provider, and I think 2019 is going to be the year that the big traditional property companies start to fight back, and I think we'll see them entering the same sort of sector but in a slightly different way. So whereas the WeWorks and the office groups are offering pure serviced office deals, I think we'll see a lot more flexibility within a more traditional lease structure. We're going to see more floor-by-floor leasing, we're going to see more break rights, we're going to see shorter terms, we're going to see a lot more flexibility given to occupiers within the security of the lease rather than the relative insecurity of a serviced office agreement.
I think also in office design you're going to see a change as the big REITs are taking on the flexible office providers. They're going to have to provide more of the services you'd normally see in the co-working spaces such as cafes, breakout areas and soft services for tenants. So I think there's going to be a design change as well, that you'll find more of a hybrid physically between the buildings, not just in terms of the leasing, etc.
It's a lot easier to say than to do, but I would say to people at the moment, try and look through all the political turmoil that's going on at the moment and not to let that cloud your judgments, because often in uncertain times, if you strike, say, a pre-let deal, you get a really good deal, and by the time it comes to occupying the building in 2 or 3 years' time, that deal could look even better. So I think I would say look at the long term, don't look at the short term.
I think linked to that, the importance of office space and the area around it in terms of attracting the best talent is going to remain really key. So along with the slight bravery of taking the pre-lets into great spaces, not to forget how important that will be to maintain the best workforce, and how maybe experimenting with what your building can do and what could offer to your employees a little bit, and being prepared to slightly push the boundaries.
Technology is always a big issue, and we have to bear in mind that we're negotiating leases that are going to last 10, 15, even 20 years. I'm old enough to remember when satellite dishes first came out and landlords were refusing consent to put them on the outside of buildings because they were an external change, and no one had envisaged that when drafting the leases. And now I think it's very difficult to do, but to the extent we can try and envisage what may be coming down the technological path, we should try and cover that as best we can. 5G is the obvious immediate example, but there's going to be a lot more than that in the future.
I think there's going to be an increasing focus on wellness in buildings. It's an area that is actually quite technical. BCO did a detailed report on it last year, and bringing together the various strands of exactly, I think there's 55 or something areas that need to be looked at in order to ascertain the well-being rating of a building. So I think that's going to be really key, and it's part of the whole curating the space and attracting talent and actually using buildings to the benefit of the business and one's workforce. I think well-being, wellness in buildings.